The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch. So this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, come on.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, here's Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Miami defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3.
1st and goal from the 3.
Tua going to throw. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good,
and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On play action, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give, running right, Achane.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up at
touchdown. Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run. Achane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal.
One more time with Achane. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jermaine Johnson. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
A 32-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Hall.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line.
One more time with Hall.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets.
Jeremy Ruckert.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 13, Jets 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 72 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
They'll run it. HN with it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, now Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll look to run with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Rodgers going to throw. He's got it. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, he had him in the wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They run with Howard, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. O.J. Howard, a touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Jets have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Jets 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's now
On third down, H.N.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Tua now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So 3 points and response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left standing at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
During the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. How often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
A shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want in their hands at all times.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 10.
On play action, Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's across midfield and shedding a man at the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And some space here.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hall again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. But, geez, the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
3rd down and 1. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He'll go right back to Lamb.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Running left, Achane.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 66 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
Come on, guys. What's going on? What are you doing?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hall again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Play action. It's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And this one is right through. And that'll move them back within 6 now.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Running right on the option is Tua.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
To throw is Tua.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to give the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
In it to win it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Pushing his way through.
And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation where they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but he misses the target. Incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Finding Hardman. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football